On, Jerry.
Okay, good evening, welcome to the Abington Conservation. This evening, Monday, February 12th, 2018. And before us we have old business. Continuing hearing of a notice of intent for James Rourke to construct a 5-home subdivision on the south side of McHugh Circle, and included in the work in the buffer zone and crossing of a bordering vegetation wetlands. Sorry. All right, sir.
Good evening,
We
Jeff.
have 3 things that we're looking for with the.
Correct.
Okay.
Jeff from SciTech will address those 3 issues.
Okay, so yeah, at the last meeting, there were a couple of issues. We were showing a 1-to-1 replication area on the last plan. You know, it's the commission standard to have a 2-to-1 replication, so we revised the replication area in this location here to now be slightly over the 2-to-1 that the commission requires. And we have added a, as you can see, the plantings that we're proposing here, but on the detail sheet itself of the plan set, there is a wetland replication planting plan with the species called out that we're proposing in that replication area. So that was, you know, that was one of the issues.
Can I ask you a question before you
Sure.
get off that? I think we have got bushes and trees. What are you going to put on the surface? Are you going to plant with some grasses or
Yeah,
something?
conservation seed mix.
Does it say that on there? I just maybe
Yes.
missed it.
Yes, it is noted on there.
I read it quick today, so I might have.
Control planting species. At the bottom is New England wet mix to be
Okay.
planted throughout the whole
All right, New
replication
England
area.
wetlands,
So
wetlands is right
basically,
there. Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
So those were the items that we discussed at the last meeting, and then the other issue was, we did have some outstanding comments from Norwood Engineering, who's reviewing the plan for the planning board in terms of drainage, design and stuff like that. So we did work out details with them, and we did receive a letter today from them. I believe that Nancy has a copy of it as well, that they've reviewed the drainage and everything is adequate.
Did anything change on the plans or in the
No.
calcs?
No, no, we didn't revise the calculations as part of the latest revision. There were, I'm trying to think of the items that were contained in their letter, I don't even think I have a copy of it, but
I
there
think
were,
we do. So hold on a second, we can get it for
there
you.
were like six or seven items. Oh, this is that's the latest one.
Oh, this February 5th is the latest. This one?
Yeah, no, that was,
Okay.
the letter I sent, but,
No,
No.
that's,
he's saying the pit. This one, SciTech?
He's
no,
looking,
but that's,
he's looking for one before that.
No,
okay.
That's what
I
the.
mean, basically, that was my response to their letter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was, as you can see, I've kind of noted the different things they were looking for in there. All right, just to quickly go over, I mean, there was some fencing that was added at the crossing up in this location here. A mounding analysis they were looking for the detention basin, which isn't required for the,
Is this more than 4 feet of separation or?
there's 2 feet of separation, but this isn't a detention basin, it's a detention basin. There's no exfiltration component to it, so we don't need to meet the 4-foot separation. Or, I mean, we do have to have the 2-foot separation, but we don't have to do a mounding analysis, even though we're within the 4 feet, because it's not a detention basin. Let's see. We had a question about the outlet structure, that was answered. We revised the detail for the detention basin berm to include an impervious layer in there, and a planting plan, and that was basically it.
I have a question for you on the drainage calcs. I noticed the 100-year storm, you used 7 inches. But
Yes.
when I went back to the NOAA NWS,
Yep.
they've revised it and it's at 7.82. I'm assuming that you guys were using the older version of the rainfall amounts.
Okay.
So I think that was the only comment I had on, I did a cursory review, but that's fairly recent over the last couple of years that that's gone up. I caught it recently on another plan we were doing, Randolph Street too. So if you could, that actually probably will make a bit of difference to your design. But
Probably not, because it's gonna affect the,
it's this 10, it's probably the 2 10 and 100-year storm.
yeah, as with any storm though, I mean, when you increase the rainfall, you increase it for the existing condition and the developed condition, so they're both gonna go up.
All right.
A
But
change of that magnitude probably is gonna have no effect on the overall design. I
Okay.
mean, we do have a freeboard, half a foot of freeboard that we're proposing around the basin. If need be, we could bump that up a little bit once we run those numbers, but
Okay.
I don't
Good.
anticipate any significant change based on that.
Okay. Did I have any other questions? Update for changes, replication plan here, I found. Sorry, if you can hang on just a second. What's this? Oh, I had a question for you. Under the stormwater, and this is a question I keep meaning to ask everybody, is that there is a regular cleaning for the catch basins and the sump and the sediment. So at this point, the applicant is signing up to do that, correct? And at some point when the town takes it over, the town is gonna be responsible for this, correct?
Correct.
So we don't necessarily communicate that very well to the town, but this is pretty clear. And you're gonna send reports about this to who? Who do you normally send?
Usually the Conservation Commission, if there's an
Mhm.
order condition on the project.
So if we put an order, we'll get these reports. Okay. It's in the, you guys probably didn't see it because it's in the drainage calcs.
Oh, all right.
There's a stormwater standard that they have to meet, and a lot of times you get copies of it, but because it was in the drainage report, you don't have it. What's that? That's the other thing I wanted to ask. That's the same thing. And you guys are gonna do a SWIP, and you'll send that to us as well?
Correct.
And when will the SWIP be done? Before work starts?
Yeah, once we get all our approvals prior
Okay.
to construction.
All right, so we can put that in the orders as well.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess the only thing I had, really, from my perspective, but there's other people on the board, was that we get the calcs fixed, and that's it. I think I'm good.
Anything else? Board members?
Give it.
Being no other people in the audience, bring it back to the board. Someone want to make a motion?
Do you want to just continue it for 2 weeks and try to get this fixed
Yeah,
in 2
we can
weeks?
do that.
Because I think we have the planning board letter, so I think we're in good shape.
Right. Now, is that, the 7.8, is that something that specifically,
It's in the NOAA National Weather Service, when you look up the 100-year, 24-hour
or
event.
is it in the stormwater management standards?
It's actually in the calculations for the drainage. When I went into the calculations, it shows the 7 inches in the calcs.
No, I know, but that criteria, that 7.8,
It's-
is that something that's in the stormwater management standards? Is that DEP mandated numbers, or is that?
DEP sends you off to the, the standards that are out there. So
Right.
I don't think they specifically call out the 7 inches. It's just when you pull the maps, that's what's out there.
Yeah, I just don't
I'm
think
not a-
that's gonna have a major impact on anything.
Yeah,
I think it's
but
gonna be insignificant.
But the calc should be right, so
Well,
it's just one of those things. Sorry.
I mean, the Norwood Engineering reviewed it based on those.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't mean,
Okay.
I'm an engineer too, and
Okay.
we're all prone to sometimes a mistake. I'm not a civil engineer though, so,
Okay, anything else?
no.
Did you,
So I would make a motion that we continue the hearing for 2 weeks to our next meeting.
okay.
Can we just supply an addendum to the report without having to generate all that paperwork, just a couple of pages with the
Sure.
100-year storm analyzed
Sure,
or the
I think that
7.8-inch rainstorm?
Well, it's, yeah, the 2 and the 10-year have, did they pull the right chart? I don't know. You guys need to figure that out. I didn't look at those two. But yeah, I'm fine with an addendum, I don't care.
All right. You made the motion?
I made a motion to continue the hearing.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Nancy, what are we continuing it to?
The 26th.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you,
Thank you.
guys.
Have a good night.
Okay, up next is discussion with the CPA.
You know, I was thinking maybe what we should do is take a look at the list that Nancy gave us last time we were here, and maybe.
Copies if you want.
Oh, you're so good to us. And maybe we should vote, like, maybe all of us should sit down and, at the next meeting, order, you know, pick our top 5 on the list, and then maybe go from there. Because I don't know how else to do this. There's too many things on there for me to,
Right.
for any of us to,
Thank you.
I don't have, I like them all. Unless there's,
Have a good night.
oh, this is not the list. This isn't the list that I was thinking
Oh,
of.
that's not the one?
Oh, is it? Oh,
It's a,
Yeah.
no.
maybe it is.
I thought that was,
Yeah, I think you're right. Objectives, goal 1, goal 2. I thought there was a list, a different list. I didn't bring it. I'm so sorry, Nancy.
List of property.
List of-
List of properties,
I thought there was,
you gave us that.
no, this is goals and objectives. This might be the right one. I'm just thinking it looked different.
Nature trail. Connections to Diana Circle.
there was inventory that. But I thought this was what you had.
Yeah, I think you're right, Nancy.
You don't need that?
I mean, if you want everybody to get copies of that, I can make.
No, I don't think they need it.
No?
I have. You give out before? I think I have.
Yeah, I think she did. I think I don't think that's it. I just feel like I wasn't very prepared.
Yeah, I just took that out of my folder.
Yeah, I don't,
have that.
this isn't the one. This
You
is
guys
just our
actually
inventory.
Keep your stuff.
Yes, we do. We all,
Well-
I have a pile of stuff at home. It's just I gotta organize it.
Right here, this,
Yeah.
But I was thinking that maybe we should all take a look at the list and maybe pick your top, instead of top 5, maybe top 3. And maybe we could talk about it at the next meeting, like,
All right.
think through which ones we really, really want. You know, do we wanna acquire something, or do we wanna just improve something? And then, you know, what you might, and it doesn't have to be on this list.
We have homework.
We have homework. But because I was thinking about this today, and I'm like, you know, I don't think we're gonna get off the dime. Anybody else have any other thoughts about it?
oh, I think we talked last time about all the things like the walks and stuff like that.
Trails.
The trails, it seems to be, you know, that seems to be where we should probably focus.
That's what all the
You know,
towns are
maybe,
doing too, so.
maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, connect our properties maybe, or, you know, but maybe there's a piece of land we should be buying that, we're thinking about that.
Yeah.
I don't know, because, you know, they've done a nice job of telling us to acquire something in here, but it's a lot harder to do. Okay,
All right,
all right. Should we give these back to Nancy? Do you need these back,
I
or
just
can we
wrote
keep them?
on mine. I hope not.
Thank you. What?
I hope not, I just wrote all of mine.
Here, Nancy, these are extras.
correspondence is next.
Oh, did you guys ever find that list or something that we were talking about last time that somebody sent us?
The selectmen was here.
Selectman
Yeah,
thing,
They
yeah.
had up at their meeting, right?
I have it on my email, I sent it to Mike. Never heard anything, so
Oh, he's
I
on
didn't know
vacation.
everybody wanted it.
Yeah.
But didn't you tell me though, that it was something from,
Dombrowski, Yeah.
Oh,
And it was from surplus land, so that was back a ways, and it
Oh.
wasn't.
And that's not what you were looking for?
no, I thought somebody was saying it was, I thought that somebody said it came from the selectmen, so I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, no, I
Oh.
mean, so that isn't
Well,
anything that we had to.
Yeah, it kinda went from Dombrowski to the selectmen.
Yeah, but that's nothing we
That's-
had to act on,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, so this was,
Oh, right here.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's just a letter saying they're gonna spray
And spray for,
pesticides or herbicides
Oh,
along
different dairy stuff.
their roots.
is this for the train tracks?
No, it's Eversource, I think, it says on there, so it's
okay.
probably along any train.
You're talking about, didn't Jimmy have a list of all the, we researched it when he
Yeah,
got on
he
the
did.
committee, and he had to research all the land and which we had control of.
Town-owned lots and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but we have that in the open space plan already. Now, we have, but, you know, it's a few years old, but it's in the open space plan already. But I don't know,
That's in my pile somewhere.
yeah. What's all this stuff?
Griffin's Dairy and 500 Chestnut Street.
Oh, what did they amend, Nancy?
okay, they don't have to, we have to be informed, but this goes through DEP because it was superseding, so this is just, they're informing us.
This is just the superseding order, or did they do an amendment, Nancy?
It's
They made an
to
update?
amend, but it's
Through
through
DEP?
DEP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So they basically just,
Giving us a heads up.
they have to inform us.
so what did they do? Did they just,
I didn't even look at it.
additional gravel walkways are being requested to enable townspeople, so they, the rest of the walkways have been put in.
Is that
And they're
going,
relocating the bridges.
the walkways, is that going through your committee with the money?
This is, the next phase, so it will go through.
Oh, yeah.
It will through community preservation. They've asked for money to do the next
Yeah.
phase, but they must have moved them. Just want to see what it looks like.
Well, while you're looking at that, can I say, all the building permits, there was no conservation involved?
Oh, that's good.
In
So
the
they
minutes,
would-
has everybody read the minutes from our last meeting?
Oh, yeah.
You watched them, aren't you?
So basically, yeah, so basically the plans have
Get it back.
changed.
But the plans have changed, don't they have to come back before us?
No, because it was done through DEP.
Yeah.
DEP is in control of they amended the orders,
Very good.
which is great, so. That's 500 Chestnut. Where is 500 Chestnut?
But apartment units.
Oh, it's way down there? Oh, wow. And they're putting in. Oh, this is like a little industrial park they're putting in. I heard about that somewhere.
Is that Peter Fiore's?
Yeah, Peter Fiore, that's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like a little industrial park. Okay. That's definitely a wetlands filing.
Pardon?
Definitely us, conservation, isn't it?
500? That's good with that.
Yes, and is any portion within a wetland resource or buffer zone, yes.
So he has to file.
So he's gonna have to file. Good.
Okay, for the minutes, motion to accept the minutes of January 22nd, 2018, as written.
Second?
All those in favor?
Abstain.
All those in favor of having adjournment?
Was there two of these or just
Say
one?
aye.
Oh, there's
Aye.
just one.
Make the motion to adjourn.
Aye. Awesome. Nancy, these are the,
Done? No.
Thank you.
it's cool.
Good.